We all love scary stories, but what happens when the terror is real? When the person watching you from the shadows isn't a ghost, but something worse? These are true encounters from people that barely escaped, and the strangers they never want to meet again. This is why I check my locks 5 times before bed. It was a regular evening. I had just gotten home from work, locked the door, and settled in with a movie. But as I reached for my phone, I noticed something weird. The front door was unlocked. I was sure I had locked it, but maybe I was just tired. I turned the deadbolt and went to my couch. A few minutes later, click, the sound of a door handle turning. My heart stopped. I turned my head towards the door. The handle was moving, not just a little. Someone was trying to open it. I grabbed my phone, my fingers shaking as I dialed 911. Before I could press call, bang, bang, bang. A loud, frantic knocking and then a voice. "I know you're in there." I pressed my back against the wall, barely breathing. I could see the shadow of feet under the door just standing there. I waited, my heart pounding, my hands sweaty on my phone screen. Then, just as suddenly as it started, silence. When the police arrived, they found nothing. No sign of forced entry, no footprints, no camera footage of anyone near my door. But ever since that night, I checked my locks 5 times every single night. Oh my gosh, I hope that the person realized they had like the wrong address and was like, oh shoot, whoops, and then, left and isn't actually out to get you, because that's crazy. And, lucky that your door saved you. Like, how come he didn't just enter? That's crazy. Hey all you spooky people, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lindsay Ivan. Thanks for joining me here. If you like spooky content and you want more stories like this, then let me know in the comments below. While you're down there, you know the drill. Smash that like button, obviously subscribe to my channel. Now we'll continue on with story number 2, the guy in my backyard. I live in a quiet neighborhood. Nothing ever happens here. That's why I didn't think twice when I left my window open one night to let the cool air in. It was around 2 a.m. when I woke up suddenly. Not a noise, but a feeling. That unsettling sensation that someone is watching you. I sat up, blinking in the darkness, and that's when I saw him. A man standing in my backyard looking directly into my window. He didn't move. He didn't blink. He just watched me. I slowly reached for my phone on the nightstand, my fingers barely making a sound, and all I heard was, "I see you." I froze, my breath caught in my throat. He had spoken, but his lips hadn't moved. I scrambled out of bed, running to lock my window. But the moment I reached for it, he grinned. A wide, unnatural smile that made my stomach twist. I slammed the window shut, locked it, and grabbed a baseball bat from under my bed. But when I looked back, he was gone. The police found nothing. No footprints, no sign of anyone being there. But I know what I saw. And I know he saw me too. Well, I'm glad that I live in an apartment and I'm way up here so that no one, there's no backyard. There's no chance anybody can climb in through my balcony, so good luck. But that's wild. That is truly terrifying, and the fact that there was no footprints and the police didn't find anything? Nah, I'd have a security system all over my property. Not a chance. He knows where you live. I hope you moved. I found a hidden room in my house. A few years ago, I moved into an old house. A fixer-upper, but nothing unusual. One afternoon, while cleaning the basement, I noticed something strange. A faint outline on the wall, like the shape of a door that had been covered up. I tapped it. Hollow. There was something behind it. With some effort, I pried the wall open, and behind it was a hidden room. A small, dark space, dusty, forgotten, but inside, there was something that made my skin crawl. A small wooden chair placed directly in the center of the room. Nothing else. No furniture, no decorations, just that single chair. And the worst part? The walls. Carvings, hundreds of them, scratch marks dug deep into the wood, like someone had been clawing to get out. And in the very center, a phrase etched over and over again, "He's watching." I sealed the room back up that night. I don't know who made that space or why, but I do know one thing. I haven't gone in that basement since. Oh, the fact that it was in a basement? Yeah, they were trying to keep someone in that room. They locked someone into that room and sealed it, and I think you just open that and let that entity out. So, again, I hope you moved. Finding like a cool secret passageway in your house is fun and all until it's just that creepy old chair and like signs that maybe someone was in there trying to get out. That's horrifying. Some strangers you meet only once, and if you're lucky, you never meet them again. If you enjoyed these true horror stories, then make sure you subscribe for more. And remember, sometimes the scariest things aren't ghosts, but people. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan. Stick around for maybe some bloopers, and I'll see ya when I see ya. Bye. That's why I don't think twice when I left my some strange. And remember, sometimes the scariest things. Oh.